I just filmed a big video about ways to approach PDA if you're trying to be more functional or like have a better understanding with it. As an adult specifically, a lot of it is really annoying, and I think any type of like trauma healing or like trying to like get through the dysfunctional things you were taught as a kid, especially for those of us who have like dealt with a lot of gaslighting, it's so hard to figure out like, okay, I have to like adopt new ways of thinking and do a lot of reframes. But that also kind of feels like how do I get to that point and also navigate like, well, if I can't trust certain things that my brain has been thinking, how do I know I'm not gaslighting myself? And I think that's like one of the main obstacles for a lot of us. I have to get to a whole new way of thinking, but I don't know what that framework is. If you've ever heard like therapy should be shared in communities and like the things I go to in therapy, I'm gonna come back and talk to my friends about it and like my relationships, and we're gonna, work through things together with the people who are willing, to do so. Not like forcing that on to people who are not willing. My best friend, like, she was operating on this framework, and then when we started getting closer, I realized that the way she was operating, I wanted to adopt that framework and kind of like learn that language. And I was like kind of on my way, but I really don't know how I would have started operating this way for myself if I wasn't like constantly around her and seeing her put this into practice and like getting really curious and starting to understand how the somatic vagal exercises that I was doing and the somatic therapy exercises I was doing were related to like when she would say, I'm really dysregulated right now and I need to go do XYZ thing to regulate. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Even all the relational like dysfunction that we were taught, or like people pleasing, and the way that we bring dysfunction to our relationships as an adult when we still carry that people pleasing. It's like having to reframe so much of that, but finding other people or someone else who's like operating under a framework you want to adopt, like I cannot recommend that highly enough.